The Renaissance was more than a literary movement. It involved racial pride fueled in part by the militancy of the new Negro demanding civil and political rights. The Renaissance incorporated jazz and the blues, attracting whites to Harlem speakeasies, where interracial couples danced. But the Renaissance had little impact on breaking down the rigid barriers of the Jim Crow laws that separated the races. While it may have contributed to a certain relaxation of racial attitudes among whites, perhaps the greatest impact was to reinforce racial pride among blacks. African American writers, artists, and musicians were seen for their contribution in world culture. Their intent was for equality. When World War I broke out, factories had a shortage of workers. Many blacks from the South saw this as an opportunity for a better life. Many blacks migrated from the North to Chicago, Detroit, and New York. The New York city of Harlem attracted a large number of artists and intellectuals. Harlem became the center of an artistic explosion. Work produced during the Renaissance appealed to whites and blacks. The musical Shuffle Along starring African Americans became a huge Broadway production. Authors like Langston Hughes emerged, as well as artists such as Augusta Savage who taught sculpting. Above all, though, jazz music was the biggest outcome of the Harlem Renaissance. Musicians such as Billie Holiday and Louis Armstrong came into focus in American culture. However, the stock crash and subsequent Depression caused the Harlem Renaissance to fade, though it made way for future generations and a new era of American culture.